Hey everyone, I am Dan Bell, and welcome to Check Out, the commentary for Another Dirty Room. This is the debut episode of Check Out. It's like the cutting room floor, only...
There's video this time.
Only we've checked out of the place that we were filming. This is the afterword. We've checked out. I wanted to come up with something witty. Will can take credit for the title, Another Dirty Room. However, I can take credit for the title, Check Out.
Check Out.
Another Dirty Room. See, it's a double entendre. We're checking out.
Pun.
Check out another dirty room, or check out Another Dirty Room commentary. You can check that out too.
Jesus. Oh my god. It's the best opening we're gonna get.
Good god. Okay.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello. Let's get started. Let's start. First of all, I have a whole list here of topics that I would like to cover on this show. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the audience for enjoying this idea that I came up with.
Yes, thanks guys.
It's such a thrill. I am thrilled to be working with Will and Rick, and putting this show together it's been so much fun. We've really enjoyed we actually enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
So
it's a morbid fun.
it's a very strange pastime, but it seems like the more horrible stuff we find, the more excited we get. This show, Another Dirty Room is was that you?
That was me.
Oh my
You heard
God.
that? I tried to get it away from the mic.
So bad.
Who else would it be? I'm the only other person in the room.
Well, maybe sometimes like you can hear, like if you're doing a mic, you can hear like, little like burp sounds that you don't, that are just in there, but you don't actually hear them, but you hear them on mic. Anyway, you're screwing up my open here.
Sorry.
So we got to remember the green light. Oh, the green light up there.
Oh yes, stare.
I hate doing this. I hate doing being on camera and talking. Okay, so this show is a fine line between... No, it's a balance, not a fine line. Between horror and comedy. Horror in that we find... The stuff we find literally, especially in the Midtown Inn here, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. This place was disgusting.
100%.
Hairs, blood stains, the wallet, lube stains, drugs. It just everything imaginable we found, except for bed bugs. But I think that some of the small little things that we found were actually crushed bed bugs.
Yeah. Or flecking from the bed bugs.
Or flecking.
One of the two.
But this place did have bed bugs. So
at some point, yeah.
They've had complaints from guests, who complained of having bed bugs. There are pictures on TripAdvisor of the guests who've taken pictures of bed bugs in this place. So the whole purpose of this show is to inform the public. If you're traveling, and I have stayed at hundreds of hotels and motels in my lifetime. Probably it might have been more than that, but I've stayed at a lot of hotels and motels. And this day and age with bed bugs, you have got to be vigilant.
Oh yeah. Especially
when you go to a hotel. It doesn't matter if it's a nice hotel. If you're paying, you could pay $500 a night and they would have bed bugs. So bed bugs are a big problem.
You have to check every room you go into.
if you take bed bugs home with you, forget about it.
You're not gonna have
tell
fun.
them about your
my horrible living experience. Well, I used to live in this townhouse, and we got bed bugs. And what happened was, we're in a row of other townhouses, and the bed bugs just go from house to house to house to house, and it's terrible. It's horrible. You wake up and there's blood on your bed, and you have no clue where it came from, and it just freaks you out. And then once you actually see in your mattress and you see the bed bugs, it's the most disgusting thing in the world, and you can't believe that you sleep and these things are crawling on you and biting you.
But besides them being creepy, they're not dangerous. That's one thing that bed bugs are extremely creepy and unsettling. I mean, to think that there's a bug crawling in your bed that will drink your blood while you're sleeping and you don't feel it, that's creepy. But they do not carry disease, which is really surprising. They are not disease-ridden like roaches and
like mosquitoes, other blood.
But I'm thinking like in a room, mice. Mouse droppings have disease. Mice have disease. Roaches have disease. So bed bugs, although
they make your life a living hell.
They're horrible. They are not threatening and life threatening, or will get you sick. But I mean, the bites are more like flea bites.
It's kind of like
bites.
Flea bites, yeah. And then,
unless I am almost certain, we were on our trip and I got a bunch of bites on me after staying in a motel, and I'm almost certain that it were bed bugs. But I had an allergic reaction to the bites, so I swelled up around the bite areas, and it took about maybe 3 or 4 or 5 days before the swelling went down. But it was pretty bad. The bites just turned into welts, and they were like, pus was coming out of them. It was awful, but they're, oh God, I hate them. And the weird thing is, where we stayed, I didn't see them. I didn't see them. So, but we didn't check good enough.
We never saw any live ones on the trip, anywhere we checked.
But we did not do what we're doing here, which is what you're supposed to do. Because honestly, you take one of these, you literally have to lift a mattress off, and look in the box spring everywhere, because bed bugs are tiny. They find little crevices. You don't even see them. The headboards too. We should have checked the headboards.
Well, one of the biggest things is you should definitely check each corner of the mattress. In the seams, that's where they love to be the most. Yeah, so seams. You really need to check those. But
this show is to educate people. Some people just go into a hotel or motel, and they'll lay their heads on those pillows. Yeah. Without even taking I always take the cover off, because I want to see the pillow. I want to see if it's a filthy pillow. The pillows in this place were absolutely disgusting.
Horrendous.
Along with this, like, can you imagine sleeping on top of that? Or like, what if you slept all night and then you woke up
and saw all those blood
and like
stains.
You moved around a lot in your sleep, and you moved the blanket off, and you saw that you were sleeping on that all night?
Yeah. You have no idea whose blood that is. It could be 4 different people's blood.
So disgusting. So let me get into kind of the background of the show. And to finish my point about what I want to accomplish with the show, I want the show to be entertaining, but I also want it to be thought provoking. I want people to think, when you go on vacation, when you're on a trip, always do these things that we do on this show. Check the rooms. Buy a black light. Always have a black light with you.
Yeah.
And if you're unhappy, check out. Go to the front desk and say, this is unacceptable. It's a filthy place. I want to leave. Don't cave in. It's like what I was saying when we were in Greenville, South Carolina, and we stayed at the Country Hearth Inn. And the Country Hearth Inn video is the unofficial pilot, because it's not really a pilot. I called it Another Dirty Room because Will came up with the title.
Yeah.
But we stayed in this Country Hearth Inn in Greenville, South Carolina. The video is on the Film It channel, my second channel, so you can go over there and watch it. It's called Horror Hotel, I think.
It's not called just Another Dirty Room?
No.
Oh.
It's called Horror Hotel. Country Hearth Inn, Greenville.
Yeah.
We stayed at this place. The owner was terrible.
We didn't stay there. We
didn't stay. No. I booked 2 nights. We got there. The place was absolutely disgusting. If you haven't seen the video, you should check it out. I get in this big argument with the manager because he refused to give me a full refund because we had messed the beds up.
Yeah, because he didn't want to make the beds.
Yeah. And in this day and age of social media and YouTube, video is like your greatest defense. I mean, we pretty much with that video ruined that business.
Pretty much.
I mean, and I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I did it because they deserved that kind of negative attention, publicity, because of their for them to sell a room in that condition to any traveler who's driving because they're right on that main highway through Greenville. Yeah. It's an insult to the consumer. So,
and that guy was just a straight up thief.
He was a thief, a total thief, and he looked like a complete fool. And people like that, they should not be in business. No. He'll never learn how to run a hotel or a hotel business properly. He'll never know that you're supposed to keep the rooms clean and have clean mattresses. When someone bleeds out on the mattress, you don't flip the mattress over and then sell it to the next guest. You have to understand, you're paying for this room. It's your room. It should be up to your standards. So I mean, that is how I feel. I don't care what you're paying for a room. People are always like, well, if you're paying $50, you shouldn't what are you expecting? Like the Hilton, and it's like, no, I'm just expecting a clean bed. Yeah,
we've stayed at a good room for $40.
We've stayed at $35.
$35,
motels that the room was clean. It smelled like it smelled good. We went in, the beds were comfortable. Yeah. The owners and the management took pride in their business. Care. And when I go to a place where they don't care, like the Midtown Inn, where they obviously don't care, but instead of doing anything about their rooms, they pay services to put fake reviews up on TripAdvisor. In my opinion, I don't know that for sure, but I'm just saying there is no way someone recently stayed at this place and raved about it.
No.
I mean, there is just no way in hell. With the amount of hair, I have never seen that much hair on a bed. They're selling a room. Those blankets and the comforters were caked with body fluids and hair. Absolutely was a shock. I mean, it was like, we were like, what in the hell is going on in this place?
Nobody that uses a computer and can leave a review is gonna say they enjoyed sleeping on that bed.
And because you see the reviews and you're like, it's like people who've only done one review, or 2 reviews, and the reviews are awfully similar if you read it, if you really look into it. So the Midtown Inn is just hoodwinking and conning travelers into staying at this place. There's nothing nice or comfortable about this place. It's scary, number one. I wouldn't feel safe leaving my belongings in the room, because all you have to do is climb up the fire escape and pop the window out.
Yeah.
I mean, they have plexiglass windows that you just a little bit of force and they pop right out. So this place was horrible.
Yeah. And the rooms aren't cheap.
They're not cheap.
$65 and $75 not cheap.
Yeah, we dropped $140 total for these 2 rooms, and they were both abominable. I mean, they were unsellable. You could not possibly expect someone who is not from another planet to stay in this room and think that that it's a nice room. There's nobody on earth that would stay here, who has a brain, who would stay here and say, oh my gosh, this is so nice.
I got my money's worth with this place.
I mean, come on. They should be ashamed of themselves, but that's why we're doing this show. I mean, not only do I enjoy motels, I've always loved vintage travel and just, but today in this day and age, there's very few motels and inns that are left that are actually nice. Most of them are dumps and they're horrible. So when we go into a place, it's fun for me because I get to see what it's like, and I don't have to stay there. But I just want people to look at I love this part where
when Rick's eating the soap.
That bouquet is like a lie factory. But this this show is meant to be educational as well as entertaining. Yeah. So I hope people seem to like it.
Seems like you guys are entertained by it, so that's good.
Yeah, we're just really happy about it because we're going to do a lot of these. I feel once I get obsessed with something, there's no stopping me. It's like the malls. It's like I can't stop.
We're going to 3 rooms this week.
There's a new episode every day this week. So anyway, did we discuss the origins of the show?
I think we kind of got
it started
into
in Greenville. What started in Rockport, Texas. We stayed at the Econo Lodge.
Yeah.
And we got a room, and it was filled with cockroaches. So instead of just leaving it, I thought to myself, I should really film the room. And so I got my phone and I went back and filmed the room and put the video up on my Film It channel. And it got the Daily Mail wrote a whole article about the video, and it was great. And they moved us to another room, which was in an adjacent building. I think I waited to release the video until after we left.
No, you didn't. Because when we were leaving, Dan's like, you go in and give him the key. And I go in, and I tell a lady, oh, we're in room, whatever room we are. And she's like, oh, that room. So they had already, they got it by that time. And I took the brunt.
I love how they set you in to do it because I'm such a pussy.
And I'm the only one in the video. Like, your face isn't in it. So she's like, oh, it's you asshole. Mm-hmm. I just lost my job.
Well, I didn't complain about her. I liked her. The front desk lady was polite and nice and helpful.
Well, it's a different lady when I went in, though.
Oh. She was probably the manager.
Probably.
So anyway, we did that video, and it got a lot of press. And I was like, this is kind of an interesting thing that the press would be so interested in this. Not that I'm looking to get press, but I think that it just shows the public's kind of interest in like poor accommodations.
Yeah.
And shocking kind of accommodations. And
I mean, most people don't think when they go and stay in a hotel room they're going to get anything like this, I think.
No.
Nobody thinks that.
No. And when you do, it's so miserable.
Yeah.
And it's so awkward to have to go to the front desk. That's the part I really hate, is having to go and tell them. I'd rather just give them the card and just leave.
Yeah.
I hate saying I'm not staying here because it's
dirty.
Disgusting. I just feel, especially if it's not like a chain brand or whatever, like if it's like a mom and pop kind of place, you feel like awful saying, your place is dirty, you should clean it. But, it's just, I completely lost the point. Anyway.
Let's move on.
We were just going to say about how I came up with the idea. So after the video that I did in Greenville, which is on the main channel, that's kind of when I was like, I really want to do this, and talk to Will about it.
Wait, Greenville's not on the main channel. That's on the Film It channel.
That's on the Film It channel. Yeah. But I don't think you were too crazy about the idea.
Well, at first, because you explained it to me as, let's go out for a week and find a bunch of these places. I'm like, I'm not going to stay at these places for a week. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That was the original
idea.
I was totally not down with that.
It was going to be like Survivor.
Yeah.
Like, we have to stay.
It's dirty, and then we have to sleep there. No thanks, Dan. I'm not doing that. If we drive to one every week or so, that's cool, and I can go sleep in my own bed. I'm not doing a week of horror. You basically were like, let's get bed bugs. Doesn't that sound fantastic?
Oh my
God. So luckily, we're now doing it this way, which is much better.
I forgot about that. Can you imagine?
Like, what the hell was going on in your mind?
Will is going to go to sleep in the bed where we found bed bugs.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to film Will getting bit by bed bugs at 3 a.m. Check it out, guys.
It's checkout time. Motel Survivor, a new series by Dan Bell.
Extreme Motels. Can we survive the night?
Jesus Christ, I'm covered with sores. Motel Hell. Will they survive till dusk? Dawn, will they survive till dawn?
Will they be able to check out?
Oh, that would be a great show.
Oh, God.
Another thing, like, I wanted to do when I kind of came up with the idea, I was like, I wonder if this has already been done before. So I watched Motel Hell and Hotel Hell and Hotel Impossible. And, you know, their shows are all about, like, you know, helping the owners.
Getting the business back on track.
And, you know, like, this staff walks in the room after they've done it, and they're like, oh, my God, this is beautiful.
You've saved my life.
And it's, like, the most ridiculous bullshit. The show isn't helping anyone but the people. You know, it's like, why don't you show the audience, like, give the audience something else? Like, that whole format is so tired and so boring.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't watch TV. I can't stand it. The shows are awful. So I wasn't, and I like Gordon Ramsay. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Gordon Ramsay, but wait a minute. Which one is he on?
Hotel Hell. Yeah.
Motel Hell is Kitchen Nightmares.
Just in a hotel.
In a hotel.
Yeah.
And he still does the Kitchen Nightmares bit where he goes and has
He does the
dinner.
kitchen. Yeah.
I don't understand. I just don't understand why. Why throw in the hotel part? Just stick with the Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah. It's funny to watch him yell at people.
Well, he's great on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give him that. I'm no Gordon Ramsay. Trust me. You know, so I wanted the show to be original, and, you know, I'm not someone who likes to see something and then just...
And then go do it yourself.
And then go do it myself.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no point.
Half of YouTube, 90% of YouTube. You know, the lack of originality on YouTube is frightening.
Yeah.
When someone does come up with a great idea, everybody does it. Everybody follows. So I'm sure you'll get to see some poorly done extensions of this show in the near future. Anyway. You'll see, like, this show, it'll be like if I had a brain injury and then I edited together a show. That's what the imitation shows will look like. Like, if I had a brain injury, but I still edited and made videos. Those will be the...
That's all the copycat videos.
That'll be the copycat videos. I'm sure Vice will have a video soon where they, you know, like what did some guy on Twitter say? He said, he's like, they'll have a skateboarder staying in dirty motels before you know it. I can't believe, like, it's weird because, like, sometimes I feel bad. I felt bad several times when I was like, Will and Rick are doing this. Like, they're picking a room apart. I'm like, lift the mattress. Will, pull apart the cum rag.
Yeah. Sniff this pillow. And it's like, it's odd direction because it's like I'm telling my friends to do these horrendous things, but we really do enjoy doing this. It's fun. It's a sick kind of fun.
Yeah, it is a sick kind of fun.
Oh, this is the room with the wallet.
What is with the lamps in this room?
I don't know. It was so weird. None of the lamps are plugged in.
Yeah, I mean that one, the floor lamp there was just standing there.
Yeah, it's like it was just storage. That room was storage for that.
What a shitty room.
They really didn't want you to have lights on in these rooms.
No, they did not. Someone on YouTube brought that up, and they said the reason that these rooms do not have light bulbs is because they do not want you to see the beds, and that is absolutely true. They don't want you to see the beds.
If you don't see the beds, you're better off, really.
Man, those comforters were just so disgusting.
They're so old.
Ugh.
That's another, like, they could have easily went to Walmart, Target, something, just bought new things for these beds at a cheap price.
No, they're too greedy to do that. They're not going to do that because they can sell the rooms and then not offer a refund.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, no refunds.
$65.
It's a great business plan. Just keep bringing in travelers who just come to Baltimore who don't know any better.
Yeah.
They come in, stay here, and then they're like, well, I'm not staying here. And they're like, well, we don't offer refunds. Sorry.
I guess you have to.
Yeah. You're better off. Oh, it's Karma drinking water.
Drinking.
You're better off staying at a place that's double the price because you'll not have to worry about filth.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you stay here, are you going to put up with this? I mean, I wouldn't sleep on those pillows. That's another thing when people are traveling. You should always take the pillows out of their cases and look at the pillow.
Check them.
Make sure the pillow's clean. These pillows are at least, I would say, 5 to 10 years old.
They have to be. And how could you get to sleep with that smell?
Oh, God.
Even through the pillowcase, you're going to smell that. It's terrible. And look at that.
It's like dry rotted. It's so gross.
Oh, my God.
One of the ideas that I had for the show, too, was to kind of go and confront the owners. And I'm not saying that I won't at some point.
If the room's really terrible, I mean...
They're going to hear that tractor.
Yeah.
Or that truck outside. It's all right.
You can still hear us, hopefully.
What was I saying?
Yeah. I don't know.
About the owners.
Yeah.
So, I was going to do the show where I, like in Greenville, where I went and confronted the owner about the room. Well, we didn't really confront him. It just happened because he was such an a-hole. But, one of the things I was going to do is go and confront the owners. The problem with that is we don't have security.
Yes. Yeah.
And Will and Rick, you guys are going to be useless. I mean, honestly, there's no...
If we have to fight an owner of a hotel.
Or, you don't have like a confrontational kind of bone in you
really.
that I'm somebody who can do it, but I'm worried about my personal safety. I have to film them on top of...
And if we're also going to the bottom of the barrel places, we don't know what these people...
Yeah, some of
how
these
their
owners,
mind works.
These owners can go insane.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I've read some horror stories about owners who have just absolutely lost it and, came after people with weapons and all kinds of stuff. So these are things that, Jim offered, actually. My friend Jim Jones offered to do security for us. So that's something we might look into. Okay. But... here's the wallet.
Oh, the wallet.
And
this was so weird.
This is where things kind of went down the drain as far as I'm like, wee, chippy wee. And then I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Suddenly shit got real.
We found a presumably dead man's wallet.
We couldn't find any information about this guy.
No, I wish we could have.
Somebody said you can check to see if he's dead using that Social Security card.
We should do that. I just want to know for myself.
I'd have to go into the RAW and find the shot because all this is blurred out.
Yeah. Well, the weirdest thing to me was that right there. That's for a New York correctional facility, and the New York license that was in there is not for the same person.
Yeah, it's weird. Then there was that clump of stuff.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
which somebody said it was crack. I think in the
someone
comments.
said it was crack. Another person said it could be heroin.
Or heroin.
Another person said it could be a piece of an umbilical cord. No, they said that sometimes people will put a piece of umbilical cord in there.
Really? That's a thing?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's weird.
It could, I look at it, I'm like, it could be.
I guess. The key was weird to me too. What the hell is the key for?
Yeah, it's Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive, yeah. Just needed to be blue. Just a blue key.
Silencio. Rick's like, when are we going home?
That's exactly what's going through Rick's mind right now.
Man, I need some weed. Get out of here.
Guys, can we just leave?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, the Rick and I trying to
I hope next week's episode isn't this long because I cannot this talking for
this
all
commentary,
this time.
yeah.
So let me tell you about the wallet. The wallet, we put it back.
Yes.
And that's just being honest. I could say we put it in the mailbox. I wasn't about to handle this wallet.
No.
I'm sorry. Without gloves. What are we going to do? Carry it downstairs and with a glove? We put it back. So it's still there, I assume, unless...
Whenever they clean the room, they'll find it.
Yeah. I just... I don't want to go in that deep. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like dealing... We were exhausted, tired.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like dealing with it. And I'm not going to deal with it.
I got a weird vibe from it anyways, so I don't want to get involved in whatever the hell's going on with that wallet.
We're not touching that item where there could be possible narcotics, piece of narcotic in there. So, Rick found the Coke straw.
Yeah, near the wallet.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea.
Mm-mm.
So,
it's best left a mystery.
Right. And a mystery it will remain. Something awful happened, though, so I don't think we have anything to worry about. I'm pretty sure the guy's dead. Who the hell would leave their wallet with their social security card, birth certificate, driver's license, everything? They would just... credit card, they would just leave it there? It doesn't make any sense.
I think he put it there, he went out, and something happened, and he never came back to get it.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. We are going to...
I love Rick's face right there.
He's like, that's Suboxone.
Suboxone.
So heroin addicts don't use heroin.
Rick knows everything. Oh, no.
The cum rack. We got to get...
my least favorite part.
We have to get Rick over here to do one of these.
Yeah, Rick has to be on a commentary. I'm sure everybody would enjoy that.
Yeah, we have to get him over here.
Oh my god!
What if it's a thumb?
This tissue is going to haunt my dreams for years. The sound of it breaking open.
I was laughing so hard I could not hold it together. Like I was literally losing it. When you were like, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't even know. What was the point of opening this tissue to you? What do you think was going to be in there?
I knew there wasn't any. I mean, after you picked it up, I'm like, there's nothing in there, but it's just your reaction to it was so funny that I just thought, well, why not? Just let it go with it. Because when you start breaking it, just think of all the fibers, of shit that got in the air and we breathed it in.
No, I don't even want to think about that. I tried to keep my face so far away so I didn't breathe anything.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, here it comes, guys.
Here it comes.
Listen.
Yep, here it comes. Man, that's bad.
Oh, my God.
So bad. I was laughing so hard. Oh, my God, it's so funny.
I think I would rather have found bed bugs than had to fucking touch that. Oh, my God.
Man, that was gross.
Oh, and Rick refused to pick the other one up. There's another one back there.
That's bullshit. He should have picked it up. Why? I want to see everything. Why wouldn't he pick the other one up and throw it in the pile there?
He didn't want to have to touch cum tissue. Next time, Rick. It's all on you.
That's why I'm wearing gloves. So we're going to... The episodes right now are going to be... twice a month, and then we'll do 2 of these checkout videos twice a month. So that'll be
4 every month,
something like that.
Yeah.
We may go to 3 a month. It's just I'm not sure yet. I got to see what we gotta because it's all about scheduling. Rick, has a job.
A job.
Yeah, Rick has a job. So he works Monday through Friday, so we have to figure out scheduling. But right now, it's going to be every other week with an episode, and we'll be picking up. I'll be picking up more Dead Mall series episodes, and I'm going to be floating other ideas as well. So we'll see what happens in the coming months. It should be exciting to see what we come up with.
Yeah,
but.
Time for the rating.
I'm really enjoying this show. It was just fun to shoot. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just cool to see like a horrible place that you don't have to stay in. When you know you're not going to stay there, it's like a completely different feeling when you go in the room. You want to find these horrible things. It's just so funny.
Did we cover everything?
I wanted to talk about production issues.
Oh, like how we can't really move around
filming
the room
in these tiny spaces.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it on the next show.
Yeah.
But I mean, basically, I'll just say real quick. We're going to fine tune it.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm filming and directing, editing, but the filming part is very difficult because I'm trying to pay attention to what you guys are doing. I'm getting like hot spots in the hot spots sometimes on the faces and stuff because I'm not paying attention. Mm-hmm. There's a litany of things that I need to address the next time that we do this. So
I mean, I think it looks good. I don't think it's a pretty good looking show.
Yeah. No, it does. It looks good. It just, there's some things that I want to
work on.
Yeah.
We'll eventually get it to where it should be.
But I like the format of it now. Mm-hmm. Kind of like using the hidden camera to check in.
Yeah.
And
showing some reviews and
showing reviews.
The 2 rooms.
Doing bed check, bathroom check.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But and the sad thing is we're going to find worse than this.
Oh yeah.
Like we're totally going to find.
This is probably a breeze to what we're going to
seriously,
find.
It really is.
The wonderful ending here.
Yes. The closing credits.
Where Rick tells us all what a cream pie is.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
I mean, he comes up with this stuff. It's like, where do you come up with this shit?
And I love how he's describing it. Look, he's so serious about it.
Yeah. He's like, cream pie.
Oh, God. We're just enjoying it right now. We're not even talking.
I mean, that was fun at the end there. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We really appreciate it. We're going to be doing a lot of new episodes, so stay tuned. Make sure you share the episodes with your friends.
Please do.
And we'll keep this going. Talk to you next week.